Why have a mold inspection and testing done? Well, listen and observe. Looks certainly can be deceiving. This is what occurred in the basement. However, this can occur in any house and, of course, in any place within that house. Mold is not always visible, and most importantly, it needs moisture and a lot of it. It also needs a food source. Backside of drywall is one of the areas. Now moisture enters and creates a reservoir in the gypsum core via adsorption and capillary action of moisture. Be aware also, mold does not tolerate light very well, so therefore it tends to grow on the backside of drywall where you can't see it. This is one of the most dangerous molds, pronounced chaetomium. These mold spores can diffuse through the smallest openings, such as electrical outlets and baseboards. Then this mold becomes airborne and is easily inhaled. Want to know what's hiding behind the walls? Then test before you buy. Here's the benefits. Know if the mold is growing and to what amount. What types of mold are there? And most importantly, get peace of mind. The lab sample analysis reveals a major mold problem, indoor mold growth. Notice the smaller circle indicating chaetomium and Stachybotrys levels. If left unfound, these two dangerous molds have the ability to become toxic and even have been known to cause neurological damage. So, why have that mold inspection? Well, then watch this.
So you're not sure that investing in a mold inspection makes sense? What you see here might change your mind.
That the bottom 2.5 to 3 feet of drywall in this basement was recently repainted in an attempt to mask existing conditions.
These are the beginnings of a very extensive remediation project.
There is just heavy mold growth on the back of every sheet of drywall in this basement. Really amazing to observe the lengths at which a person would go to hide this stuff. And this has been going on, I would say, at least 3, maybe 4 years, if not longer, judging on the condition of decomposition. There is not 1 square foot of drywall in this basement that is not heavily impacted with mold. It's actually amazing that it was covered up to the extent that it was, and that the mold didn't bleed through sooner than it did. Because this, to the untrained eye, looks just like a fresh coat of paint. But open it up, and it's a nightmare. Unbelievable that none of this had ever been disclosed in any of the papers, any of the reports. The home inspector made no comment, no notation of any mold found, no conditions mentioned that would be conducive to mold growth. I mean, this is inspection 101. You should have, any inspector should have been able to come down here and recognize conditions that are conducive to mold growth. Not to mention, to be able to see that the bottom 4 feet of this drywall throughout the basement had been repainted, not just once, but probably 3-4 times based on the thickness and the number of coats that are observable.
Simply put, what you can't see can hurt you.
Tape line, 6 inches.
Wow, now that's amazing.
Just replaced.
That was just replaced.
They replaced the bottom.
They sure did. Yep, in an attempt to hide it.
Yep. See?
Because that must have been, oh my goodness.
The tape line.
Absolutely.
That's the tape line there.
Yep, you are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
That's now brand new.
Brand new. You got it.
And then if you go up, it's crap.
Right on the back.
Right where the mold is.
Yep. Because they weren't able to paint over that.
Yep. So they have to take it off.
So they took it off, cut about a foot off the bottom, and replaced it with new drywall. They must have been in a completely decomposed state. Oh my goodness.
That's all.
All brand new drywall right there. And then above it,
Top of it, nothing but mold.
wow. It's- You know, without a doubt, the seller of this home committed fraud. You don't just cover stuff up like that, replace it without willfully, knowingly, and with malice intent.
These are the facts. If anything that you've seen here pertains to you, we can help you address the problem.
Well, did you get the point? For more information about our credentials, then visit the rest of our website. And then when you're done, if you got some questions, please contact us at 630-220-3362.